Alright guys, I'm back, ready to try this again, see if we can not have a water landing, maybe, possibly. We're nearing the end of the Katrina mission. Everything's looking perfect except for my landing previously, so hopefully that means this will do it. This ship doesn't need any tweaks. I mean, we're pretty much set, I think. Let's just throttle up and give a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Aldrin, Orwig, and Tomley. Holding it down. Katrina 15. Second, third launch of Katrina 15. Third launch. Let's get this going. Don't want to overheat. Alright, so we know now that we need to start heading down a little bit closer to land. Last time we were a bit too far off. Let's also try and rotate along these lines, 270, 90 lines instead of this north line that I was going about last time. And maybe that'll get us into a equatorial revolution. Instead of the odd, strange elliptical orbit I took last time. Let's see where we're at. Getting near 60, 70, 80 kilometers, and 90. We'll slow it down to 1. And there we go, we've hit 100. Crank that guy down. Let us float up there. In the meantime, go ahead and speed that up. But in the meantime, we'll see if we can't with maybe just RCS on, get ourselves rotated. Yeah, this is working out just fine. Try and place us right along this 90 line here, sass. Help me out. Oops, wrong way. Right there. Lock it in. See if I can't rotate myself a little bit. Oops, wrong way. Ooh. Bring it back up a little bit. Come on. Come on. Alright. A little bit more. There we go. Alright. Turn off RCS. We're at 100. Let's thrust it up. Yeah, there we go. Nice and perfect along the equator. Awesome. It worked out astoundingly well. Alright, so we'll just thrust until we get ourselves an orbit. Throttle it down, ride it out for a loop or two, and then bring it back down. Guess we should ditch these guys. Shed us some weight. Or why are we falling back? That's not good. No. Oh man, I'm not gonna have enough thrust to. Oh jeez, this is bad. Oh, it's okay. We're in orbit. Oh, I need to get us back to 100 real quick, so that way we're out of atmosphere, not falling back in. Luckily, we have plenty of fuel to do that with. All right, now we can cut it. Oh, jeez. 400 apoapsis out there. I could attempt to fix that, but I do not. Well, maybe. Yeah, we have plenty of fuel. Actually, I'm gonna. Just for funsies, when we get out towards our apoapsis here, I'm gonna bring us back in and see if we can't shorten that up a little bit. I do not know how to do that very well. I haven't really seen much of that. We're not quite equatorial anymore. A little bit of a lopsidedness to our ring here, but it's quite alright. Speed this up. Alright, let's get to, let's say here. And we're going to try and orient ourselves. Let's see. Let's run RCS so we can get some maneuverability going. Still don't really have much. Guess we want to go this way. No, we want to get over here. We don't want to go. Oh, come on. We don't want to go directly opposite our current heading. We're probably just going to shoot ourselves straight towards Kerbal. See if that'll help rope in our orbit a little bit. Man, this is not working out so well. Almost there. A little bit more down there. Oh, passing it up, passing it up. Pass it up, up, up. Log it in. Alright, let's get some thrust going this way and see what happens to our orbit here. We don't want to lose what we have over here. And in fact, yeah, we're actually bringing that out more. So perfect, this is exactly what we want. Roping this in a little bit, thrusting that out a little bit. As long as we don't eat up all our fuel here. Get us down to maybe half, which we're just about at. And we'll cut that. Alright, so that helped rope us in a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. Now I know that I can do that. Probably wasn't the most efficient way, but it worked. And then, where do we want to start coming back in at? We don't want to do it way the hell out here because it's going to take entirely too much fuel. So probably, I probably want to try and get in on this continent. So maybe right around here, the midline over the ocean there, we'll start a burn directly towards the planet again, and hopefully that will wrap this part of our orbit into the planet itself and bring us on a collision with some land that we can then try and shrug off some speed and get our lander legs out, get that going right. Alright, so we need to speed this up. We'll go ahead, I say we'll go ahead and just try it on this rotation. No need to do a full rotation, I don't think. We know we're in orbit. We know it worked. So again, I'm gonna try it right about here. Maybe a little bit over here. Speed it up a little bit more. Just let it slide itself over there. Just about there, then I will drop it down to 1x speed, right about, let's say now. And then try and orient ourselves. Oh man, I've been eating up RCS fuel that whole time. Oh well. Anyway, so we need to orient ourselves so we're pointing directly towards the planet, and then we'll eat up the rest of this. Oh, actually, man, what am I talking about? This is only half of the first tank. Second tank, I guess. We had a lot more fuel than I thought. Well, in any case, it'll get us back in like we need to. Okay. Oh, no, go back, go back. Go back. Why are you going so far? Excuse my phone making some noise over there, I apologize. This is not the Space Jams, that little doot 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 that you heard. Alright, almost there. See if we can get SAS to lock us in right now. Oh, slid a little past. I think that'll do. Alright. Get ourselves burning. Oh, what's happening here? Let's take that back down again. Ship is oriented itself completely opposite of where I wanted to go Maybe because I had RCS on? I'm not sure. We'll try and get ourselves back there. Hopefully we haven't, I mean, we're at 1x, so we should have plenty of time to try and do what we want to do here. I hope. Oh, wrong way, wrong way. Come on, come on. There's our point on the nav ball. Lock it in with SAS. Turn off RCS this time. Oh god. No, we're still going too far. Come on. Go back. Go back. A little bit more down. A little bit more to the left. Alright. That'll do. Stay there. Thrust in. Don't go crazy. Alright, that's better. So we should, if I did this right, start to see this shrink up and head into the planet, hopefully. Preferably right over land. Come on. We're not quite straight down. Let's turn it back down. Correct that a little bit. Oh, there we go. It's looking good. Looking good. Okay, we're there. We're there. Drop that back down to 1. Turn off our thrust. And let's go ahead and eject that away. Nope, not quite. Eject that away. Speed ourselves away from it a little bit. Alright. Exactly what we want. Now we need to orient ourselves with this little symbol on our nav ball, which is the exact opposite of our current heading. We are in atmosphere, we are falling rapidly, and we're already over land, so we should be good to start to shrug off this speed and our heading so that we start going straight down. Just throttle this all the way up. We're rapidly slowing, you can see here. Looking pretty good, looking mighty fine. Hope that we can keep this up and not eat up all our fuel before we get our speed down quite low and end up on the surface of Kerbal here. Alright. Our 3 brave Kerbal nuts are freaking the fuck out. But, I mean, I can't thrust any faster than I am. We'll just have to hope that this can beat this. Oh jeez, it's not looking too hot. Hopefully it starts looking better here as we quickly approach 25 kilometers above the surface of Kerbal. It might be all right. We might be just where we want to be. We really need to get this speed down here down to about 100 before we reach probably a kilometer would be preferable. Alright, yeah, we're doing okay. We're doing much better than I thought. In fact, we're going to need to slow this down a little bit here. Otherwise, we're going to start thrusting in the opposite direction. Keep it slowing. Keep it slowing. Maybe a little bit faster. Want to hit that magical 100 when things start to look nice. Let's get our legs out here. Alright. Slow this down some more. Our orientation here. We're starting to come straight up and down. This is looking pretty nice. Alright, there's our 100 meters a second or thereabouts. Fuel's looking okay. We'll let this maybe throttle down a little bit more. No, we don't want it speeding up. There we go. So it's just barely slowing, and then once we hit 1 kilometer, we'll start catching it a little bit more strict. But this is looking alright. I don't think I'll have to put too much more effort into landing correctly. We're already straight up and down, which is perfect. Alright, we need to thrust up here. Shit. Well, we survived. Wow, what the hell? That was... I was not seeing that we were speeding up still. Okay. Well, okay. That's okay. That was... These guys survived. It's not a success. That wasn't the end of the mission yet, unfortunately. We're gonna do that one more time. This is the 4th flight of the same ship, but we're so close to getting what we need done. Alright. Man, okay. So this is all... It's all just by the book now. We know exactly what we're doing. Throttle all the way up, let's go. Just speed it up, let it go for a ride. We're not even gonna pay. Oh, come on, quiet down. Too loud, rockets, you're too loud. Okay. Not even gonna pay too much attention, just gonna let it go. We know it works out alright. We've seen how this all happens. Everything should go perfectly according to plan. Alright, so now I know I want that that 100 meter per second mark sooner than I thought. Probably 5 kilometers, and then we'll have much better control over our landing. These rockets are so loud. Alright. Coming up on 20 meters above the surface of Kerbal. Or at least our apoapsis. We are not, but our apoapsis, if we stopped thrusting, that's where we'd head to before we started heading back. And let that get up to 100, which is just outside of atmosphere. And we'll stop seeing too much pull from Kerbal itself and can get ourselves into orbit with no risk of falling back to Kerbal. Throttle off. 102 meters. RCS on, SAS off. Turn ourselves right along this 90-degree line. SAS, lock us in. That's a little bit too low. Head back a little bit. Come up a little bit more, ship. A little bit more. A little bit more. Alright. SAS, lock us in. I obviously missed it like 3 times there. RCS, turn off. Perfect. It's exactly where we want to be. Well, we don't want to thrust yet. We want to reach our apoapsis here. Speed up. Let ourselves get up to 100 meters so we're not wasting fuel. 91, 92, 93, 4. Can't speed up anymore until we reach that point. 7, 8, 9, and 100. Alright. Throttle up. I think we might have... No, I guess we're just perfectly on there. Alright. Make sure everything looks good from this point of view. Our apoapsis is remaining pretty steady. Falling just a little bit, but I think we're okay. Speed that up to 2x and let this stretch out into an orbit. And pretty much as soon as we see the line break out on the other side, we want to turn our throttle off. Make sure it's about 100 all the way around on both the apoapsis and the other side, which I can't remember the name of right now. Because I'm terrible with space terminology. Hooray, perfect game for me. Just about there. Let's bring it down to 1. There, we've peeked out the other side. We're gonna crank this down. I pressed the wrong button. My start menu came up. Alright, we want to get that a little bit further. I'm gonna watch that grow out to 100 before we bring it back down again. And it's the periapsis, is what I was trying to reference before. Actually, we're gonna be not really adding to this here in a second. Just extending this one out, which is bad. Whatever, we're there. We're close enough. That's an atmosphere, which means we're gonna, if we let it keep going, we would eventually collide in, but whatever. Close enough, right? We could fix it if we had to. I mean, we could fix it now. Really. I have so much fuel still. Wow, that was really efficient. Okay. So let's speed this up. Why can't I go faster? Why are we under acceleration? Let's go. I think I'll do what I did last time and try and rope it in. I think I know what I had wrong there. I brought the thrust down too much. But oh well. We'll have fun with this. Bring in the orbit a little bit more while we wait to bring it back down to Kerbal, which we'll have to do on this side most likely. Oh man, there's no land on this side. We definitely need a rope in over here. Can't we go faster? Because we're in atmosphere still. It sucks. I don't want to... Doing it so close to the periapsis extends this out a ton. So we want to... When we get close to the periapsis here... Oh, that's our apoapsis. That was our periapsis. As we get back to our apoapsis here, I'm going to thrust towards the planet again, roping this in a little bit. But man, we need to get out there. Come on. Take forever. Alright, I think if I take, let's see if I can RCS this in here. Obsess off. Alright, I think if I get this, oops, wrong way. Get this along this line here, about 45 towards the planet. A little bit higher. Alright, turn off RCS. I think we can thrust this and that should help rope this in a little bit and bring this out. No, that's still going out. Why is that happening? Oh, that's not good. Alright, throttle back down. Make it a much more direct aim towards Kerbal here. Actually, a little bit this way even to slow our roll a bit, maybe. Let's try that. See what effect that has on our. There we go, roping that in. This is still going out. Good. This is exactly what we want. Should come out to be nice and efficient, I think. If we get that to about 100, that would be amazing. Alright. Cut it. Perfect. That's what we want. That's a nice orbit. 194, 143. Much better than what we had before. Alright, can we speed this up now? Yeah. Alright, so we'll speed this up, get ourselves out and back to, let's see, probably right about, well, we have lots of land underneath us now. Probably right about here-ish. We'll burn back towards the planet. Man, this is nice and equatorial. Look at that. This is our best one yet. Okay, we'll start burning towards the planet here, which should put us in line with the collision course somewhere around here, which we can then start burning against, slowing our descent, and landing successfully. Alright, we're there. Let's do that. Alright, so we want to turn off SAS, get ourselves pointed straight down. Lock it in with SAS, right there. Thrust in. Oh, and actually we need to ditch these guys. Lost a little bit of stability there for a second, but we're all right. We're gonna leave those things as satellites, basically. Alright, so we should watch this and see it hopefully come in and collide here. This should be shrinking significantly. Yep, that's good. Looks nice. As soon as that's touching some land here, it's just awfully close. What happened? Interesting. How did we manage to burn through all of those fuel lines? Oh, I guess we were just burning on that while we were holding on to all the other weight, which is the exact opposite of efficient. But we're close enough that we can handle this with just our last bit here. So we're gonna get rid of that and thrust up, and then thrust down a bit. All right. So we were good. We can cut that. And now start adjusting our heading so that we are right here. We're gonna speed this up. I'm not sure if I should start burning yet or if that's just gonna be a waste of fuel until we're at an atmosphere. Alright, let's throttle up. Oh geez, I can't throttle up. There we go. That was bad. I lost a lot of distance there. I think we'll be alright. Yeah, I'm slowing our descent pretty rapidly. Get this down to, I don't know, 500 here? Well, it's probably not worth it. Well, yeah, okay. I think we'll be okay. If I bring our speed to 500 meters per second, see where we're at here, and then we can adjust from there. Just gonna keep ourselves centered on this little marker that tells us the exact opposite of our current heading, which would slow us to a straight up and down fall. Which is the most useful tool ever, and I'm so glad I realized what it was for. Oh, falling off a little bit. To maintain it right on there. There we go. Alright, now it's switched to surface, which is exactly what we want. A little bit of a spin to our ship, but that's not too big of a deal right now. Approaching about 20 kilometers above the surface now. Our speed has dropped below 1,000 meters per second. I think we'll let this probably, I mean, we have a decent amount of fuel left, so I think I'll let this go. Try and reach that 100 meters per second speed that I like, because that helps us get a little bit more fine-tuned control. At least that was my experience with the one successful landing I've had so far. You can see this slow creeping towards straight up and down now. What we really don't want to do is accidentally get us thrusting in the opposite direction, so we need to make sure that I'll start slowing it down a little bit now. A little bit more. Slow it a little bit more. Slow it a little bit more. Where's SAS at? Slow it a little bit more. Alright. Slow it more. Nope, don't accelerate. Yeah, there you go. Hold steady at 19. That's perfect. Actually, let's see if we can hold it steady a little bit less. That'd be awesome. Oh geez, why is my heading going way over here? Very fine-tuned now. And down. Let it accelerate up a little bit. We're gonna burn through our fuel too fast here. We need to let ourselves fall a little bit more. Let's get our legs out. Oh, button. We need to get ourselves to like 2,000 before we start really burning the last of this fuel. It's a little sketch. Afraid we're gonna run out before we manage to land. Don't want to fall below 100 for sure. Come on. Or sorry, I meant fall over 100 meters per second. Ah, oh, jeez, this is gonna be really close with our fuel. I gotta let it fall more. Oh, that sucks. Please don't need to blow our fuel. Please don't need to blow our fuel. Alright, 25, bumping it up a little bit. 3, 22. Pick up a little bit more, a little bit more. Getting very close now. A little bit faster than that. Oh, come on. Oh, cut. All right. So not a perfect landing, but you know what? I'm just gonna call it. That was it. That was the Katrina mission. It's another kind of qualified ending. But I mean, come on, that's so close, right? If this was the moon, the guys would be stranded on there. But if this was the moon, we wouldn't have so much issues with running out of fuel trying to land. So look, they survived. There's some legs still, but whatever. 403 meters, I mean, that was crazy. Like, I had to just totally guess that we were so close to the surface. It's really hard to judge. I should have taken a better steep angle here. Anyway, let's call that a video, guys. We're gonna start our moon mission next. This is done. Katrina's done. This was a success as far as I'm concerned. Aldred, Orwig, and Topney, you guys are fine. You did good work. Came back alive. All is well. I'll see you again next time, guys. Thanks for watching.